couple of the XP laners are banned out. So who are you gonna roll now that you've been pinched a little bit, right? So I would have loved to see the Estes come in before that Lilia, because no one's gonna ban Kagura, and you're comfortable on Kagura, right? But Estes was a game changer for you guys. So I'm a little bit disappointed to see him pick their mage there and roll, the last support, get what's left on the table to the support, because I think it was a big playmaker for them. Interesting to see the Lapu picked in here. Mikasa and Lapu, I can't wait to see that gameplay.
And Team Gosu, I mean, you're talking about extractions allowing them to ban out everyone that they know they can lose to. So Team Gosu over here getting the Estes ban, getting the Roger ban, two of the heroes that really carry the side of extraction and are two of the heroes that actually gave them a problem. Even if they didn't win with that Roger was still a problem that first game going 7-0. Yeah. And we know Estes is a problem. Extraction took home the win with him on Estes' back. With Jay being able to run Lilia, with Jay being able to run Kag, I do think they should have pulled someone else and bumped Jay down, because there were two heroes that couldn't be, only one could get banned out even if they wanted to. So Jay was still going to take one of them home. But we're seeing Kufra. Is Kufra coming back? Is that happening right now? We're about to see. Now we got Ballman in there, and that's great. They won a game with Ballman. Ballman was great early game, was very aggressive, but he had Estes there. They had a support. There is no healing on the side of extraction. You've got the sets, but is that going to be enough for the Ballman? I don't think so. And Uzi coming back with who? With Brody again. Just opened up. I think this draft goes hands down to Team Gosu. I just think extraction didn't come out with the bans here. They went with the normal 3 bans they always go with, and they didn't adapt to what they needed to here, Ben.
Yeah, if they're gonna ban out Yve, and we talked about this before, and you're not gonna take Farsa, ban Farsa. If you know they're scared of Estes and you guys dominated with that, pick Estes, because your mage can play Kagura. Nobody's going to ban Kagura, right? And then they pick the Balmon here. The Balmon's not going to be to the same effect because he doesn't have Estes anymore, right? He has that hard engaged Kufra with him, which we'll see if that plays off. It was fine in the first time it was played, but this is going to be a much different Balmon than we saw last time. He's not going to have that forever fight where you can just go in, take an XP and a huge HP loss, step out for 2 seconds, get full back up, and then push back in. Much different Balmon coming out. I think this is the only time I've seen Mikasa on Lapu, so I'm interested to see that. But Brody on the Uzi again, that's a scary pick. We don't want to see him go off again like last game. Game 5, Gosu versus Extraction. This is for all the marbles. Semifinals. The team who wins this faces the winner of Area 77 and TSU in the finals.
So here's what we're seeing. We're seeing Kufra with
sorry, not exactly.
We're seeing Kufra with the Invade here, which is a little bit maybe that was the style, maybe that's what they wanted out of Kufra, but Aya's still going to be able to get his buff. He's still going to stay in that jungle, so it didn't really pay off for him. But Clint is giving Uzi a little bit of run for his money up on top lane, really busting down that damage. So I do think you're going to see Extraction try to be aggressive here, knowing that they've got these durable early game heroes. But once Team Gosu gets a couple of these picks, waits for those mistakes on Extraction, I think Team Gosu is going to roll through this game, Ben.
I think Farsa is going to have a really good game here, man. I'm looking across the lineup of who can get to Farsa and really affect her. Well, Esme can die, but she's not like a bursty hero, right? Balmon can kind of die, but he's going to get obstructed by the rest of the team. There's nobody that can really get to Farsa. So I think Eugen, as long as he doesn't get picked, he's going to have a really great game. He's going to be really fun to play Farsa on this one. Nobody can really bust him, and he's going to do really well. Uzi on the Brody. We're hoping that doesn't run off to a 9-0 start, but correction on what I said earlier. The win of this match doesn't necessarily face Area 77 TSU. They've still got to play their game in the semifinal and beat the other side of the bracket. So a little bit of an adaptation what I said, but this team, whoever wins this, will be in the finals. So it's a big game on the line here. And we've got Extraction, the underdog, who's got 2-2 to Gosu. Nobody thought it would go this far. So big congrats to either team that takes this. We've seen an incredible night of Mobile Legends.
Yeah, both teams deserve to be here. Extraction showed us going against Team Gosu, who everyone thought was going to be a sweep. And there is going to be a big battle over the turtle here with a big engage. Lapu does try to get down there. Farsa with the ult, but it's just outside. And it looks like Extraction is going to try and go up for Gosu here. Did they get this here? Jay getting knocked out with that Lilia, getting bursted down there. But Haya being able to extend, being able to be aggressive here. And look at Gosu Mikasa coming out with barely any life. They're able to get back. That is a 0 for 2 in the favor of Team Gosu, who we already know is going to start really busting out here in this middle game, and they're starting early. We talked about it early. Team Gosu having this early bid, they're going to play very aggressive here. What about the pick from Ballman coming down? I didn't even see the mid lane fight there. I was focused on top with Brody. Ballman with that absolutely great execution there on Matilda, making it a 1-for-2 game in the favor of Team Gosu here, Ben.
Yeah, Balmont off to a little bit of a start again, man. The Balmont has early game strength. We're always just worried about his late game scaling and his ability to get back. He's such a peelable hero. The team can just keep stepping back, and not allow him to gauge on him. Mikasa walks away from that team fight with sub 100 health. It was so close to being a 2-for-1 trade, and that would have made the turtle take worth it. If we have a dive on the top lane, Brody does get picked off. We see Extraction focus on that Brody, not letting him scale to that point. Hayabusa goes in for the ultimate. It looks like it's going to be a disengage from the side of Gosu. Good pick. Wait, Matilda goes in. She may be picked off here, extended from the Cooper pick, and she does get out. Rome is so good on that Matilda, man. He knows that hero in and out, can play it to its extent. It's absolute. And another kill to Balmont. Picks off another one. This Balmont is actually being played crazy in the early game. A big fight on this top lane is under the turret. Matilda does get a pick on Lilia. This Rome on Matilda, man, he's so good at it. He's roaming so well. And this Balmont making good picks in the side lane. Both these teams now, Extraction has evened it up. It's 3-3, and they've taken a turtle. So I would say, hey, that turtle's paying off right now.
And that Ballman, right, showing us that I don't need an Estes. I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to go out there. I'm going to get these picks. I'm going to play that early game. And Kufra really showing us early game that maybe it wasn't a bad pick. The Kufra got the CC stun up there on Brody, which allowed that pick up there. So, I mean, Kufra is showing us that he's here, but is he going to get bursted down here? They are going to burst down Clint Matilda. You said it. Rome on this Matilda is going to be deadly here, Ben.
And another stick.
Pick. Another one with that Kufra stun. So Kufra is coming out this game. You do like to see it. You didn't see it last game, but you saw it the first game. So I'm glad that Kufra's coming out and actually getting some sets here, Ben. We're looking at a 5-4 in the favor of Extraction, but the gold lead is within 1,000. It's very, very close here. It's all about this next objective, which Ballman's on it already.
Yeah, we don't see Gosu General hopping out to a lead this time. He's 0-1-3 into the jungle, and that gives Ballman really the space to roam this. He's 3-0. He's taking the second turtle of the game. He's really starting to roll and snowball this game. We need to see them never take their foot off the gas. Continue to dive the squishy lineup that Gosu's presented you, and continue to feed. Make sure you keep diving these guys. And they have a dive up top as I'm speaking on it, and they're going to take this top lane turret. They do kill the Brody. Excellent gameplay. And Lilia is showing that I don't need to necessarily be on Kagura. I can make picks on the Lilia as well, and this gives Gosu a little bit of push in the mid lane. Hayabusa may be extended, but he has the shadows to get out of dodge, and we see the Matilda always playing the front line, always so comfortable on the edge danger. The Kufra looking in the set for the bush and still doesn't get anything. It's both teams separating. We had a dead even. Whoa, no, 2K gold lead for Extraction, excuse me, as this Ballmont is snowballing the early game.
That pick up top again on that Brody was once again, it was off camera, but it was Kufra. Kufra once again made a set into the bushes on the side of Team Gosu, and Lilia came in and cleaned it up. This Kufra is showing us some sets here, and it is paying off for Team Extraction. Something we didn't see with Kufra last game, so I'm glad that they're redeeming it here. Will they be able to keep it up? It does look like the aggressiveness is staying on. This Ballman, even without Estes, is just a force to be reckoned with. You give him a turtle, and he is a very, very, very aggressive player. And you've got Kufra here making sets. It forced Brody to go down to that bottom lane. They had to change it up, but here's Kufra rotating down for that Brody once again. Kufra's already picked this Brody twice, and he wants it again. And Ballman, Clint, and Kufra look like they are trying to get a set here. Cooper's going to try and dive once again, but it looks like they got the help. I think Cooper's going to back out of this.
Oh, this is a big set. Cooper got found out in the bushes. He may be able to re-engage here as Varsha trying to get away. Varsha does get set with a flicker ult from Cooper. Balmon does get the kill on Matilda, and they may dive again for the Varsha. Varsha has nowhere to go. She's already used the bird form and the flicker, and they get a double kill. Extraction diving Gosu's turrets. Now Hayabusa on alone to the J. He does use the black shoes to get back. Hayabusa's pushed in. He does use his ultimate to hop around in the jungle. Can he be picked off here? And a good pick on the Lily, and no! Extraction snowballing a lead here, and Gosu continuing to fight when they're down. Can Extraction keep their foot on the gas and win this game, Tank? Balmont at a 4-0. Turtle is up, and they're continuing to dive turrets. They may get a pick on the Lapu here as he has extended, and he does buy the time to kill the minions. Cooper may be picked off here, a little bit extended, but the Balmont's there to clean it up. I think they need to drop this and go straight for Turtle.
I think you're right, and especially taking out that Cooper. He's been making these sets this game. It's great to see from the side of Extraction, something we didn't get to see last game with the Cooper, but Cooper is making these sets right now. But again and again, we have seen this bounce back and forth, Extraction to Team Gosu, Extraction Team Gosu. So right now, Extraction 100% controlling this, has the rotation. You're getting involved. This Ballman showing us that Ballman doesn't need an Estus. Ballman is absolutely aggressive, and with the team plays, we're seeing huge plays here from Extraction. I think they're going to be able to take another turtle here. It looks like they're going to engage Cooper with that set again, and they're going to clean up Lilia, taking out that Farsa off from that Cooper set again, and Ballman coming in and executing Matilda. Extraction absolutely dominating this middle lane here. It's going to continue this push with Team Gosu only having 3 members, having to force back. Now the smart play here, I believe they're going to rotate out and go take this turtle, but you're looking at a 4.5K gold lead here, Ben. I mean, look at the gameplay from Extraction, the aggressiveness paying off. Are they going to continue to rotate on these turtles or on these turrets? Are they going to rotate over and snag this turtle once again for another objective?
Yeah, let's take turtle, let's cool down a second, and then put our foot all the way on the gas and continue to dive. Extraction loves to dive, and they're really good at it. You see him walking in the room, may push on the Cooper set. He does get a flicker set, and he does get it. Ballmont pushing in. He does get the double kill. Ballmont spin to win execution with the ultimate. Lapu's under his turret, but what can Lapu do against 4 members of Extraction and 4 fed members of Extraction? I think a problem for Team Gosu right now is the early kills they got. 3 of them went to Matilda. And that's not going to be converting into damage for your team. As Extraction starts up this Lord, it may be completely uncontested. Ballmont does so much DPS with the Clint, it's instantly taken down. And Extraction off to a huge lead. 7K gold in 9 minutes. Extraction looking strong in Game 5, Tank.
I'm going to give this to Hazen here with the Cooper plays. We've just seen it again and again and again, controlling every single team fight, picking out Brody with a set, picking out Farsa with a set, really getting the damage dealers on the side of Team Gosu and just setting them and the team coming through and bursting them down, not allowing them to get the gold they need to become the damage dealers that we know they are. So I'm loving the gameplay from Extraction. I'm excited to see what they get out of this move here. We've got a Lord going top lane, Ben. We've got Clint Cooper doing great positioning down here on bottom lane to make sure they want both of these turrets, right? They want them guaranteed that they're going to get it. And with the rest of the team bringing a minion wave up here in mid lane, I don't think you see a big, but Cooper,
big set from Cooper again, got another ultimate.
Here comes
Ballmont's in, he's got the ultimate. Running through the team, this Extraction lineup is built to dive, and they're doing it so well. They have the gold lead to do it, and they're abusing Gosu with their win advantage. Now they have the bottom lane inhibitor ready to take. You see Gosu General in top lane pushing out. He had to kill Lord. Gosu's going to defend another turret again, and it looks like Extraction is daring them to just save their turrets. As they're rotating over mid lane, please step out and contest this turret. Ballmont wants to go under again. They're half health. There's no Estus this time to heal them up, but will it matter? The gold leads so much more at this point. Now they're going to walk away without getting the inhibitor. Extraction showing a little bit of patience right there, not overstepping, not overplaying their hand. It's 14-5 in 11 minutes, Tank.
These sets from Kufra are absolutely massive, and one of the big things is we did see Kufra getting sets last game, but guess what? You know what's different this time, Ben? The team's there. Kufra gets the set, and Extraction is there to follow up. It's something we didn't see last game where Kufra would have a great set on 4 members, but there was no one, the set wasn't for anybody. Jay's making sure with that Lilia that doesn't happen. We're getting Clint up in here, and we're getting Ballman involved on these Kufra sets, so it's absolute huge gameplay there. Right there, General Gosu was pushing the top lane while the base was getting pushed in at his own base, and it did look like he was going to be able to get a turret out of that. But Extraction was doing such a good job bringing everyone down, he was forced to come off of that top lane push and come back and help the base here. And I mean, what can Team Gosu do? They're down almost 1,000 gold, and Cooper's continuing to be. Oh, he missed his set there. I think it's the first set I've seen Cooper miss right now, which they are going to pay for it. But they're not really paying for it. It's just that they didn't get picked where they normally would get picked there. So I'm loving the gameplay. You're seeing General Gosu try to do whatever he can to try and push a lane, get these minions off so we can try to get a play. But here's Kufra
Oh,
Coming in,
big
trying to
flicker
get
set
that
again. He only catches one, but it's Brody. It's an important member. And Cooper does take a ton of damage in the back line. Farce got the ultimate in the back, doing a ton of arsenal damage to him. But it's a 1-for-0 trade in the side of Extraction. What can they do to push this in as the Ballmont still has kills? There's not enough minions to push, though. They didn't prep that enough to where they could, if they did win the dive. Looks like Hayabusa may get the black shoes popped onto Lilia. Jay's able to escape again. Lilia is such a mobile, safe mage to play. Finally, they're going to get this mid lane push in, and they do get that mid lane to Herbert. They've continued the dive on Extraction, which wasn't a good move, and Ballmont immediately claps 2 members of the team. They're going to push the game to win here, Take. They've got 2 individual. And this is Gosu going down. This is the last game. If they lose here, they're knocked out of the tournament.
Cooper's back.
Can they finish the game here? Extraction gets the 3rd turret. The Cooper's in the back line. They have inhibited. They're focusing the Nexus. And that will be Extraction going to the finals. The upset, the underdogs, Extraction, take it in Game 5 against Team Gosu.
Every team in this tournament not playing tonight has got to be excited seeing Team Gosu